Hi, I'm Tanya, and I'm honored to get to share our YSS experience with you. When we started YSS, my kids were just transitioning into love of learning, so I knew they were on the younger side, but it was something I really felt prompted to pursue. And so for our family, YSS looks like very intentional quality time. So we primarily do most of the projects together. Yet there are times that I just get to lead out and share with passion and enthusiasm. Sometimes that leads to great conversations, and sometimes it leads to inspiring my kids to work on their own projects. And just like in Mentoring in the Classics, in pursuing my own scholar phase education, I also get to experience my love of learning as well, which has awakened creativity, connections, writing, discussion on a wider variety of topics with a hunger for more. And my husband has always been super supportive of the education journey that I've wanted to pursue with the kids, but it was always kind of left to be my thing. But once we started YSS, he has been so inspired. He actively participates in everything we do. He loves the hero projects. He loves read aloud. He's started to regularly read classics himself now, and is excited about any future quarterly events and projects that we do. The listen, ask, write, do process introduced through the book club portion has been transformational for me, and I love documenting my kids' takeaways. So I started my TJEd journey with as a very surface thinker, and I did not like writing at all. And to now, through this process, I'm just reflecting often and capturing my thoughts in writing, and to the point of being told I have a gift for making connections on different topics. I'm super grateful to have the discussion forum. I found Rachel has basically opened that door to be mentored by her because she makes herself so available to us. And what I have found with mentorship is it just totally clears the fog. It brings clarity to any whatever I've been struggling with. And every time without fail, when I have reached out, I have walked away with my load lighter and just feeling empowered. To me, a slight perspective shift just can make all the difference from going from anxiety to peace. And tapping into Rachel's wisdom, knowledge, and experience just has saved me and my kids unnecessary struggle, disconnect, and hurt. And as well, parent mentoring is built right into the content, and I just see how the ingredients in the Phases of Learning book just totally come alive and put right into action through this process. I also find there's enough structure that for me it's just completely open and go. Not open and go necessarily for content, but open and go for inspiration. With enough content and guidance and exposure that allows us to go as deep as our interests lie. We are constantly being pushed out of our comfort zone with quarterly projects. Our family has really taken on a community approach to these, where we have brought others along on this journey with us to share in some of that fun. It has been really amazing to see the depth of friendships developed and the impact these events have had on others in our community. So I'm trusting the process, doing the work, leaning in, seeking mentorship, and I'm just loving the results. I love knowing that we are leaving a lasting imprint on our kids' hearts, and that just gives me so much peace. And I know that they will have a deep well to draw from. And I absolutely love the hero projects. We have all been touched by these in our own way. I have gained peace and legacy through Casper Ten Boom. I was truly in awe of my daughter, watching her take the initiative to write about what inspired her from Rosa Parks, and then watching my son go out into the world and have conversations like about segregation and just the things that are on his heart that he's learning. And when we were learning about George Washington and discussing his character, his leadership and virtues, I was able to speak into my kids that I can see a lot of those qualities in them, and how important it is to represent ourselves well and to strive to be virtuous. And that day, I got to watch my son's whole demeanor elevate, and I could just tell he was so focused on living up to what we had just discussed about George Washington. And just moments like these I'm just so grateful for the constant examples through history and literature of a standard of excellence, and that's brought to light through YSS. As the kids strive for these virtues, I get to just encourage them and shine a spotlight on it when I see it. And I know when they come up against struggle and resistance that they will be equipped to stand for something like the heroes that they have studied. With YSS, we are laying a foundation for mission and service. I am so grateful for the principles, guidance, and mentorship of TJEd, and I have peace, I have vision, and I have the best examples to follow. YSS is for everyone, not only for the love of learners, but also for the parents too. I personally have been so inspired the whole time we have participated in YSS that I've never had to ask myself, how do I inspire my kids? I just feel so equipped with resources, with mentorship, like everything just stimulates so much needed discussion. We explore topics I never would have considered, yet now just value and appreciate. So thank you, DeMills and Coxes, for showing us how to come face to face with greatness.